happened, I wanted to thank Betsy for supporting this program. I had a bald eagle come to WindOverWings in August. Youngster, look a lot like Skywalker. Bald eagles, when they're babies, are all brown. He had hit a power line. Their wings are so wide that they hit hot and cold power lines sometimes and they become electrocuted. It was August and he hit this power line, and when he fell to the ground, the Department of Environmental Protection could find no parents around, which was very frightening to them because we have a baby here that isn't able quite yet to make it on his own. So they brought the eagle to WindOverWings. We had 6 eagles at the time, 3 bald eagles. They wanted this youngster to be with his own kind so that he could look into the eyes of a bald eagle while he was recuperating. So we had him in our care, and he was getting better. During those months of recuperation, I had a phone call from a lady that said, my husband Mel just passed away. Mel had been in a wheelchair with multiple sclerosis for 39 years. Mel gathered his family together and said, when I die, I want to soar like an eagle. And she said, I want to name your next eagle. And I said, well, all of our eagles are named. We have a youngster that's going to be wild and free, and we usually don't name them. And she said, well, I would like to name an eagle. And I said, well, why don't we let you name this eagle? Because he's going to be wild and free. If you'd like to select a name, we'll let you do that. And she said, okay. And I said, what name would you like for this eagle? And she said, well, Mel, of course. And so we called him Mel, of course. We were waiting for bald eagles to come back to Connecticut. They gathered along the Connecticut River and the Housatonic River, and it took winter for them to come down from Canada and Maine. When he was ready, we invited Mel's human family to join us on a memorial release. We took Skywalker's box. Mel was a big boy. And we drove out to the Connecticut River, and that day we could actually see bald eagles in a tree right across the Connecticut River. Big, beautiful white heads, beautiful birds. So we put this box down and faced those bald eagles. We don't throw birds in the air anymore for release. We instead open the door. And they come out when they're ready, usually very quickly. So Mel's family was here, and Mel, of course, was in his box. And I opened up the door, and Mel, of course, saw those bald eagles across the river. He opened up almost 7 feet of bald eagle wings, caught the wind, and he started to fly right across the river. And then he banked around, and he came right over the head of Mel's family. And then he flew off out of sight.
That's wonderful.
So bless your heart, happy birthday, and thank you for the invitation.